Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Irina Portnova. Since immigrating to New York City from Ukraine in 1994, Irina Portnova has been focused on searching for deeper meaning and purpose. With a no-quit attitude instilled by her family roots and core values, she embarked on a multi-year journey of self-discovery and gained a renewed sense of clarity, focus, and confidence. After working in the corporate world in the accounting field for years, she discovered her true passion and gifts. She has been helping numerous people for many years and finally realized that we are all getting educated in college. However, nobody teaches us how to handle daily life. This was the epiphany and true eye-opener for her. Irina shares her personal story by saying that if we don't notice the signs from the universe, we are forced into unpleasant situations to discover our path. During the pandemic, she lost her job and found her purpose in becoming a certified manifestation coach. Well, good afternoon, Irina. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Brian, and thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. This is awesome. Get to meet someone new every single day. And this is what really drives me, is my passion in my life. And Irina, thank you so much for allowing me to enjoy my passion today. But do certainly appreciate you making the time and jumping on, hailing out of the great city of New York City. Thank you.
It's my privilege to be here. And I'm so grateful for your invitation.
You're very, very welcome, as always. Okay. Well, Irina, we're going to just jump right into these questions. We want to get your story out there. You've got quite the career as a life coach, helping others to be better versions of themselves, and now the CEO of Life Palette Coaching. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Absolutely. Such a great question. Thank you, Brian. So my story is very interesting because all my life, I was working in the corporate world. I was in accounting career. However, all the time I was asking myself, is there more to my life? And I'm sure a lot of listeners would be able to relate to that question because we all ponder upon it. Like, is there any purpose in my life? What am I doing here? And that's exactly what drove me to be more deeper and more rigorous with myself and figuring out what exactly I'm here for. And obviously, we are sitting in our comfort zone, like thinking, okay, this is the job. It gives me the income. Let's not even go anywhere. Let's just stay where we are. But then pandemic hit. And that was the time when I lost the job that I was planning to retire at. That was the perfect time for me to go within and starting asking myself, what exactly do I want from life going forward? Because just the idea that I have to work for somebody again just made me so constrictive. Then I just went into the creativity mode and started to look for these answers and figuring out what are my talents and gifts that I could share with this world. Because let me tell you, we all have these talents and gifts. It's a matter of just discovering them, pulling from ourselves, and live the life to the fullest.
I love those stories, and I get to hear a unique story just about every day. But this is awesome. And, they say out of a challenge, right, or adversity, there lies a seed of equal or greater benefit. And you found something that truly drives you and is your passion, and you're giving back to the world. So this is such an amazing story. And again, Irina, thank you so much. Irina, jumping into the next question we have for you is we want to talk about what you offer by helping others in all areas of their life, by helping them spiritually tuned people to stay in alignment with their true self. You're attracting any desired outcome to their life without much effort, right? You got that perfectly in harmony. Can you maybe share with us why humans aren't living their lives to their fullest?
Thank you so much, Brian. Such a great question. And that's so true because people think that we know ourselves, but truly the entire life we keep discovering who we are at the essence. And that's exactly what I'm helping people to do. And the greatest obstacle that I notice in many people is the fear of failure. Because it's great that we are staying in the comfort zone because everything is familiar to us. We are staying in the same relationship. We are going to the same job, although maybe we are complaining. However, we are not ready to make that leap of the faith. Why? because we don't know what's out there. We don't want to risk everything what we have. We don't want to lose our security in order to just discover what's on the other side. But let me tell you, once you make that powerful decision and you have that burning desire to go after something that truly inspires you, truly gives you life, you are going to see that your life is on a completely different level. You are never going to look back, and you're always going to be feeling happy and fulfilled.
I love that. Again, get to share, exciting story like this where people actually take their life to that next level and they have no idea what's behind that door. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty, but you've really just shared an amazing story of how you had a breakthrough and truly living the life that you want to live. So thank you again. And Irina, we are a technology publication and podcast. We love to talk about technology. So we're going to always ask our guests, are you leveraging any new or emerging technologies in your business? And if not, is there a cool tool or app you found useful you could share with us?
Great question, Brian. I think we all have to stay in tune with the technology. So I love ChatGPT from AI tools that I'm using. And it helps me, it just unpacks different quotes for me. And it also gives me the great ideas for the content. So I use it on a daily basis. And I truly, truly love to do that.
That's awesome. I think everybody now on the planet is using ChatGPT to do some sort of task or come up with some ideas or some content. So that's awesome. Irina, last question here. We want to ask you, you have a tool that you use for personal emotional regulation, which would be beneficial for people to use daily when they feel overwhelmed or have negative emotions. Could you talk to us about that briefly?
Thank you. Such a great question. And I'm always sharing it because we are human beings and we are full of different emotions. And a lot of times we go into the negative emotions, and everything stems from our thinking, because our thinking actually causing our feelings. So when we think happy thoughts, we feel excited, we feel happy. When we think of something that we are not very keen about, we start to be anxious, nervous. So I always give these powerful tools to everybody I talk to, including my clients. I say, always pay attention at our feelings, right? Because feelings are gonna bring you to your thoughts. Because if you feel anxiety, if you feel that you are stressed out, just think about what thoughts you were just thinking that caused you that feeling. And then another thing, I tell them, take a few deep breaths, because when we are deeply breathing, it's gonna calm down our nervous system and we reconnect with some great thoughts. Something, let's say, where you see yourself on the vacation, or you imagine spending time with somebody that you love to be around. So all this, our brain cannot focus on negative and positive at the same time. So when we learn how to stop consciously ourselves, how to pause, do the breathing, and then reconnect with the greater thoughts, we automatically shift our energy. And that's exactly how we could change our emotions from negative to positive.
I love that. And you're absolutely right. When we get into those emotional states, our mind drifts in that direction, whether it's negative or positive. And you can't do both, like you mentioned. So that's awesome. And thank you for sharing that little life hack for our audience. I appreciate that. So Irina, it was a pleasure having you on today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And for listeners, good luck, and know that we could consciously create our life.
Bye for now.